Can a nation facing the threat of desertification truly alter its environmental path? Burkina Faso is showing the world that it's entirely possible. Led by the forward-thinking vision of President Ibrahim Traoré, the country is reviving its eroded lands and pioneering a bold struggle against desertification. Come along as we discover how Burkina Faso is building a new tomorrow with resolute, innovative measures and a trailblazing land restoration effort. To truly understand the value of Burkina Faso's land restoration work, it's vital to recognize the environmental barriers the nation faces. If you've ever explored Burkina Faso, you may have witnessed the creeping desert yourself. Positioned in the Sahel, a semi-arid zone spanning Africa, Burkina Faso grapples with extreme climatic conditions. Desertification, the transformation of fertile ground into barren wastes, poses a critical risk to the region. This isn't just an environmental challenge, it's a profound social and economic disaster. The effects of desertification on local communities are devastating. As the land grows ever more desolate, crop yields plummet, and sustaining a living becomes a struggle for farmers. For many, the fields their ancestors farmed can no longer provide for them. Food security and employment prospects fade, driving a relentless cycle of poverty and displacement. This plight extends beyond Burkina Faso, impacting the entire Sahel, including nations such as Mali, Niger, and Chad. Climate change has amplified these problems, bringing irregular rainfall, longer droughts, and soaring heat. Per the United Nations, desertification now affects over 40% of global land, with the Sahel among the most exposed regions. For Burkina Faso, these environmental shifts have sparked migration as communities search for fertile soils and sustainable conditions. The advancing desert has displaced households, forcing them to leave their roots in pursuit of brighter futures. The loss of farmable land has also weakened community ties, as traditional farming ways become unviable, pushing youth toward urban areas or nearby countries. Change was urgent. Enter the Burkina Faso Land Restoration and Resilience Effort, a courageous project working to reverse these harmful trends and restore faith in the nation. Burkina Faso's Land Restoration and Resilience Project. The Burkina Faso Land Restoration and Resilience Program, backed by global collaborators like the World Bank and the Great Green Wall Initiative, marks a significant advance toward environmental renewal. This far-reaching effort aims to reclaim over 300,000 hectares of degraded land by 2030, supported by funding exceeding $100 million. Through a variety of innovative approaches, the initiative seeks to fight desertification, rebuild natural systems, and uplift local residents. But what makes this project stand out? And how does it differ from other environmental efforts? Let's dig into its key components. A core element of the restoration program is agroforestry, which weaves trees into agricultural practices. By combining farming with forestry, agroforestry boosts soil fertility, guards crops against wind erosion, and strengthens land durability against droughts. This is particularly crucial in the Sahel, where water is scarce and dry spells are common. Trees maintain soil hydration, helping crops survive arid periods. Farmers in Burkina Faso are being trained in agroforestry techniques, mastering the planting of drought-hardy trees that thrive in tough conditions. These trees not only mend the environment, but also offer resources like fruit, firewood, and timber, supporting rural incomes. A prime example is the moringa tree, a tough plant prized for its nutritional benefits and drought endurance. Moringa is becoming a vital weapon in Burkina Faso's battle against desertification, providing communities with food and economic opportunities. Its vitamin-rich leaves are used in local meals, while its seeds yield oil for cooking and beauty products, opening new income streams. Agroforestry is a revolutionary approach, fostering sustainable agriculture that benefits both the land and its people. As the program grows, countless farmers are adopting these practices, making agroforestry a pillar of Burkina Faso's enduring environmental strategy. Reforestation is another vital aspect of Burkina Faso's restoration work. Across the country, desolate landscapes and worn hillsides are being replanted with native trees that were stripped away by overuse and mismanagement. These reforestation projects are not only healing the land, but also building community empowerment, especially for women. Women's cooperatives are spearheading efforts, planting thousands of trees in some of Burkina Faso's most arid zones. These women are not just reviving the earth, they are gaining economic freedom, honing leadership skills, and inspiring others. Their efforts create green jobs, boost incomes, and spark hope. Reforestation also delivers broader ecological benefits. The trees planted absorb carbon emissions, improve air purity, and combat climate change. Over time, these initiatives will restore biodiversity, reviving habitats that support wildlife and crops. By reintroducing species like the baobab and shea tree, the program is preserving Burkina Faso's natural heritage while offering communities with valuable goods, such as shea butter, for global trade. Land restoration extends past tree planting to transforming farming methods. The Burkina Faso Land Restoration Program promotes climate-smart agriculture, a set of practices designed to enhance output while minimizing ecological harm. This strategy is essential in a region where water is limited and the climate unpredictable. One central method is water harvesting, which enables farmers to gather and store rainwater for dry seasons. Basic structures like contour bunds and zai pits, small compost-filled planting holes, help retain moisture and enrich soil, ensuring crops endure droughts. Additionally, crop rotation and soil protection techniques safeguard soil health and curb erosion. By embracing sustainable methods, farmers can renew fertility, reduce degradation risks, and build robust farming systems. These techniques are tailored to local environments, blending traditional knowledge to maximize results. For example, intercropping with legumes improves soil nutrients, increasing yields without synthetic fertilizers. The Burkina Faso Land Restoration Program goes beyond environmental healing, changing lives across the nation. Restored land allows farmers to produce more food, bolstering food security and reducing hunger. By strengthening rural economies, the program curbs migration, enabling families to remain in their homelands. It also creates green jobs, particularly for women and youth. Young people are learning skills in agriculture, forestry, and land management, gaining local employment. For women, the program offers financial independence and active roles, transforming gender roles in rural areas. The program's focus on education further enhances its impact. Community workshops teach sustainable techniques, climate adaptation, and land stewardship, building a culture of resilience. By equipping locals with tools and knowledge, the initiative ensures lasting impact. The rise in sustainable jobs has eased migration pressures, allowing youth to forge futures in their communities. This change is vital for social stability and economic growth. As we explore further, the Burkina Faso Land Restoration and Resilience Program, its groundbreaking methods shine through. These strategies are not just ideas, they're delivering real results across the nation. Smart water management is key to the program's success in the dry Sahel. Farmers are taught to construct small dams and reservoirs, collecting rainwater during the wet season for use in the dry times. These systems recharge groundwater, enable irrigation, and support crops during droughts. By securing a reliable water source, water harvesting maintains soil moisture and drives farming growth. The program also uses permeable rock barriers, which slow runoff and promote soil absorption, restoring degraded areas. Livestock is central to Burkina Faso's economy, but overgrazing has harmed soils. The program addresses this through sustainable herding practices, emphasizing controlled grazing to protect land. Farmers are trained in rotational grazing, shifting herds to allow plant regrowth. The initiative also promotes hardy fodder crops, ensuring livestock health without damaging the environment. These measures support both the land and the livelihoods of pastoralists. The program's commitment to community involvement is a major driver of its achievements. By valuing local wisdom, the initiative ensures solutions are culturally relevant and sustainable. For instance, traditional Zai practices are paired with modern soil science to boost outcomes. Women and youth lead, managing tree nurseries and restoration projects. Youth programs encourage green entrepreneurship, fostering innovation in sustainable agriculture. Education efforts promote environmental care, ensuring restoration endures. Burkina Faso's Land Restoration and Resilience Program is more than a national victory. Its reach spans the Sahel. Other countries like Niger and Mali are looking to Burkina Faso as a template for combating desertification. The program's role in the Great Green Wall Initiative fosters regional collaboration, uniting nations in a common mission to revive degraded lands. By blending local expertise with modern methods, Burkina Faso offers a practical model for environmental restoration. The program's success has gained worldwide notice, earning praise from groups like the African Development Bank and the United Nations. This recognition has attracted more funding, fueling the program's expansion. Burkina Faso's dedication to the Great Green Wall underscores the need for joint action. Desertification ignores borders, and so must the solutions. As more nations embrace similar strategies, the Sahel's chances for resilience grow. Burkina Faso's Land Restoration and Resilience Program shines as a ray of hope for a sustainable future. Through agroforestry, reforestation, and climate-smart agriculture, the country is not only tackling desertification, but also empowering its people. With continued global support, Burkina Faso is on course to restore 300,000 hectares by 2030, setting a powerful example for the world. If you're inspired by this story of environmental renewal, subscribe and stay tuned for more tales of global change.